I think it's obvious I'm a One Piece fan, so I had to make a spooky dessert of Smoker's Stolen Heart. And I'm really sorry for the spoiler, but getting back to the recipe, we're going to start making a sauce filling for the heart. For that, we're going to use blackberries, lemon, sugar, and water. And always remember I put all the ingredients and the amounts in the description box. Time to take it to the stove at low temperature, covered with a lid, and let it simmer for at least 30 minutes or until the blackberries are all soft and mushy like this. Also, always remember to keep an eye on it because I did burn it the first time I made it and had to make it again. So I know you won't be as dumb as me, but just keep that in mind. Well, now we need to blend everything together because we need it to be a liquid sauce. And to get rid of any chunks or seeds, I'm going to sift it. And I think that's the best thing to do because it will be just smooth and liquid for the hard filling. Now we add a little bit of gelatin and mix it. Once this is done, we need to put it on ice cube molds or something like that. I think 1 tablespoon for each filling is enough. This goes to the freezer till it's completely frozen. That will take quite some time, but let me show you the rest of the recipe. Right now, we're going to make the heart. For that, we first need to hydrate the gelatin with some water, and once it's ready, set it aside to keep going with the rest of the ingredients. We're going to mix sugar and heavy cream. And I don't know why I wanted it to be a tropical dessert, maybe because they are pirates, I don't know. But I'm going to use coconut milk, but you can always use regular milk or even water if you want, but I think the coconut is the best choice. Perfect and ready to take to the stove at a medium low temperature to warm up the milk and melt the sugar. It has to warm up, but make sure it doesn't simmer because you have to be able to touch it with your hand without burning yourself so you can make sure the sugar has fully melted. Well, this is ready, so let me take it out of the stove and just cool it down a little bit before adding the color. Okay, you know I can't lie to you. This recipe does require a lot of food coloring, and I tried many different ones, and all of them bleed out a little bit on the transparent gelatin, including this one. So, if you have any suggestions on food coloring, I would gladly read it and be super happy if you have a solution for me. But, well, now we need to add the gelatin to the milk and melt it together. And just to make sure there aren't any chunks of gelatin left, I'm going to sift it. Now we need the most important thing of all the recipe, the heart mold. I made this one myself because I had a picture of it on my head, but you can totally buy one. Here I'm greasing it with a little bit of vegetable oil just to make sure the gelatin doesn't stick to the mold. Now we can pour the coconut milk mixture into the mold until it's almost full, leaving enough space so we can add the frozen blueberry sauce into the mixture and fill it up to the top before putting it on the freezer and leave it there until it's completely frozen. For the purpose of the video, I'm going to show you right now how to make the transparent gelatin cube, but you should do this only when the heart is already frozen. So, well, these are the same steps of the other gelatin. First, hydrate the gelatin, then make the sugar and water mixture, and here you can use water, but I'm going to use coconut water to give it more flavor, and I think it will go so well with the coconut milk heart. This one goes to the stove at a medium heat temperature, and you already know the drill. Mix the sugar till it's fully melted, and now it's ready to add the gelatin that, well, as you can see, for some reason got stuck in my spoon in a very funny way, or at least funny for me. I decided to transfer it into something with a spout to make it easier to pour into the mold. And by the way, you're going to need a cubic mold or something deep enough you can cut into a cube after. Now we can take our heart out of the freezer. And as you can see, it's completely frozen, which is perfect to be able to unmold it. But if you're going to use a less complicated mold and also you're not going to make the frozen filling, you can avoid the freezing part and just let the gelatin set. And look at that. This part looks absolutely amazing. And also, I want to show you how it looks just the gelatin hard as it is. You can eat it like that, and to be honest, it looks absolutely disgusting and amazing. The texture is just like an organ, so it's perfect. But for our heart, we're going to make it just like the one Trafalgar has. So we need to pour in the coconut water gelatin to make the cube and let it set. Once the gelatin has fully set, we're going to take it out of the mold. And if you're having trouble taking it out, you can place the mold in hot water for a little bit of time so it's easier to take out, just like this. And there it is, our beautiful, disgusting heart that looks absolutely amazing. And also, using a hot knife, you can cut it to be closer to the heart and look like this. The heart is creamy inside with the blueberry and coconut flavor. It's really delicious and it looks so cool. If you like the recipe, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!